So today we're going to talk about pumping, how pumping is something that you don't have to do if you plan on latching your baby to your body. Um, Pumps come normally with a 24 millimeter flange, which is about this size. Not all nipples are this size. Nipples come in all shapes and sizes. It's important to know that wherever your nipple is, we are able to get a pump that fits that breast to make sure we get ample milk flow and milk production. Okay? So you can fit a flange. We ideally would like you to fit your flange prior to delivery, but you do not pump prior to delivery. The reason why we want you to fit your flange prior to delivery is that's when the breast is at rest, and we don't want a lot of milk in the breast because then you have a lot of fluid. So to fit a flange, we want to take a soft tape measure, and we want to measure side to side for the nipple. And each one of these in centimeters is the size of the nipple. So this is a 15 millimeter. Now what's important about fitting a good flange is we want to make sure that it fits the breast properly. If the flange has a lot of gapping, then when the pump is under pressure, it will not only take in the nipple, the areola, but it will also apply suction to the breast tissue. And that's not going to effectively stimulate the nipple to cause good milk flow. If you use a flange that is too big, long enough, you will actually have a decrease in supply because the nipple is not getting stimulated. When the flange fits well, what you'll have is you will have the areola at the base of the tunnel. The nipple will not touch the sides of the tunnel, and it's a nice, good fit. Now, because nipples come in all shapes and sizes, so do flanges. So this flange for this would be great because when the pump is under pressure, let me show you with one of my pumps. When it's under pressure, it's actually taking in and moving things. So the pump needs to make sure that the nipple is getting stimulated. We at the WIC office have smaller flanges for the Spectra pump. This is the Spectra apparatus, the duckbill, and then the hard flange. Once you put the backflow protector and the tubing on, that piece does not come apart. But we want to make sure, again, that the breast fits in nice and snug, not like gapping, and that the nipple will not touch the sides. If you fit a flange after you have your baby, then what can happen is your breast is starting to make more and more milk. So if that happens, then you can have too much swelling and you'll be fitting a larger flange. So as we talked about before, how milk is made, your body will continue to make enough milk according to your gestational where you are. So if you are 36 weeks, you have enough hormone for milk for a 36-week-old infant. You are not going to run out of milk as long as you are effectively moving the milk and removing it from the breast. The breasts are like an ice maker. They fill back up when you take stuff out, but if you just let it sit there, pretty soon you don't use it, it goes away. Sorry. So I'm going to draw where's my paper. It's important that you do not use your pump as an indication for supply. Our hormones are higher at night because we've got at least 2 hours of sleep and we have a new baby, so our hormones at night are higher. So we have to pump or latch our baby at night to keep our flow and our hormones higher. As the day goes on, we wake up, and just naturally with natural stress and life and everything else, our body ebbs and wanes, and then it goes back up again. So your first pump of the day, you will have more volume, which means you'll have more in your flange and your bottle than you would have at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because you've been dealing with life stress versus at 6 o'clock at night where you just really want to take a nap or go to bed and take a shower and take care of yourself. So your milk flow changes according to where you are in your day with your daily stresses. So this pump might have 2 ounces, while this pump had 5 ounces, and this pump has 1.5 ounces. It's important to know that your AM pumps have higher cortisol in it, which keeps your baby awake, because babies don't know the difference between night and dark yet. They are learning how to create their own sleep patterns, versus our PMs, which has higher melatonin, which helps our baby sleep. Again, our babies don't know the difference between night and day. Our body kind of helps set that up. Cortisol and melatonin are some of those natural occurring hormones in our breast milk. So just knowing that your 6 o'clock in the morning pump is not going to be the same output as your 6 o'clock in the evening pump is important, because your milk supply does not actively reflect what it is if you're pumping versus latching. Latching will always have more milk because your baby was designed to get the milk out. A pump is just a way to stimulate milk production. Another way to get your milk out of your breast is through breast massage. So when you do breast massage, we have to make sure we are moving everything direction of the nipple. We want to pet the breast like it's a cat. We want to warm the breast up with either a warm compress or using our hands. And then from there, we want to find a comfortable way to support our breast in our hands. Using our 2 fingers outside of the nipple, we want to push back to the chest wall, gently squeeze at where the nipple and areola meet, and roll forward. And this is another way to get a good milk flow. On the Global Health Media videos, they do show the difference between holding your breast back here to do breast massage and holding your breast here to do breast massage and hand expression. Okay.